Hello, my name is Ashley Summerall Ferguson, and I am going to be your English Composition 1 teacher this semester at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, Jackson County campus. And I wanted to let you know that I'm looking forward to meeting you. Consider this as kind of a welcome message. Now, before we get started just discussing the course in more details, I do want to ensure that you understand how to sign into Canvas. Canvas is our online learning platform that we use here at MGCCC. And this really is going to be your lifeline to the course this semester, whether you decide to take the course online or if you decide to take the course in more of a hybrid manner where you come to campus and also do work online. All right, so first thing you need to do to access Canvas is you're going to go to our college website, which is mgccc.edu, which you'll see that I'm already there. Then you're going to click on My Gulf Coast. Then scroll down, and below online classes, you're going to click Canvas, okay? Now, to actually access, you're going to type in your M number, which I'm typing in my M number. Your M number is your student identification number, so make sure to type in your number. Then you're going to type in your password. This is likely the same password that you were given to access web services. If you have not changed that, you need to probably ensure that you change it to a password that you're going to remember. I know when you first enroll at the college assigns you a PIN number, but make one that's going to be really easily accessible and memorable to you, because you're going to be using this PIN number for a lot of different reasons that while you're at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. So I'm going to actually sign in with my password, obviously not telling it to you, and logging in. Now, we're going to our dashboard. Your dashboard is like your page that has all your courses. Now, obviously, all of mine are going to be English classes, okay? But I want you to first click on ENG 1113, okay? And I have mine labeled. You can rename your classes if you'd like, if it will be easier for you to remember them. Like I renamed mine ENG 1113 TR, which stands for Tuesday, Thursday, 8 o'clock, okay? And we're going to click on that. And notice we have our course, okay? Now, I have our class set up to be on our modules page. That's our home page. So everything that you need for the course is on this particular page. Now, the first thing that you need to do before class is I would encourage you to go ahead and click on week 1. And you're going to notice every week I'm going to have a checklist for you. And you need to click on that checklist. Now, when you click on this checklist, now, I'm going to have you click it, but I'm going to show you what you're going to have once you click on that. This is the checklist for our course, okay? Now, you're going to notice some things are must do, meaning they're mandatory. Others are optional, okay? Now, the main thing you're going to be doing this week, okay, is you are going to get to know Canvas and also get to know our course. Now, the first thing I would encourage you to do, being that we are using what's called a high flex schedule this semester at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. High flex means high standing for hybrid and flex meaning flexible, okay? That means you're going to have the option to take your classes online, or you can take them hybrid, meaning you come to class, but also sometimes you do some work online. And we'll talk about the options in more detail in just a bit. Now, as far as for what I'd like for you to do before class, I would like for you to look, and you'll notice that on our website, our class page, the very first module after our checklist is I have Canvas navigation student instructions for you. Definitely look over these. Now, just become familiar with them because they give you tips on how to access and navigate around Canvas, later how to submit assignments. This module will stay open for the entire semester, but I do want you to have this just as basic information so you know how to use Canvas this semester, because you're probably going to be using it more than you normally would if we were on a normal schedule. But this semester we're on the high flex schedule, so we're not under normal circumstances, as all of us know. Now, get familiar with those things, okay? Now, you'll notice on the checklist, the next thing that I want you to do is I do want you to know how to contact me, okay? Now, as far as contact information, you're going to notice that when you click on this information right here, you are going to get this handout. I would encourage you to print this handout for yourself or to save it so you have my contact information. Now, this semester, because of COVID-19, we have had to relocate our offices. So I did want to mention that temporarily my office is located in the STEM building. Okay, that's the new, most people are calling it the Mississippi State building, but Mississippi State doesn't own it. It's actually owned by Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. It is located right here. Okay, and my office is 123. Now, sometimes I may be going to my old office to get supplies and materials that I need for teaching. So if I'm ever not in my office during my office hours, my new office, I may be in my old office, which it's in the Learning Resources Center building, and that room is 132. Notice they're very close in their numbers, so try not to confuse those. And that, of course, is located in the LRC, the Learning Resources Center, where our class is also going to be located as well. Now, I do have office hours listed. Notice they're listed here. And you'll notice on Fridays, I have just office hours. So if you ever, have questions, you can email, you can call. Now, if we meet in person, we will have to meet socially distanced. So either we may meet in the hallway or outside if it's a nice day, so we can talk about what concerns or questions you may have for the course. But these are, the times you can find me in my office, either of them at this point. Also, I have a telephone number if you ever need to contact me. You can feel free to leave a message. Just make sure to leave your name, your phone number, and a question, or just, a statement of the relevance of what your phone call is about. And then finally, I have email addresses. Notice I have 3 of them because sometimes network issues happen. So if you ever need to email me about the course, about an assignment, a potential absence, if you're attending hybrid, then you can contact me at any of those email addresses. So make sure to print this out or have it easily accessible, like on your desktop. Okay. The next thing that I want you to be able to access, and this is very important, is our syllabus. Okay. Now I'm going to have a separate video that overviews the syllabus that you'll have to access, but you might want to go ahead and print out this information. I am going to have a PowerPoint version of my syllabus, and I'll overview that in a different video. Also, there's several handouts that you need to print out or have saved where they're easily accessible. The first thing is the online weekly schedule. Okay. Now, when you pull that up, this is essentially our schedule for the rest of the semester, okay? You'll notice I have it week by week, okay? Make sure you actually complete the bulleted assignments that are highlighted. These are important modules for you to view or to print out or to, even keep somewhere important so you can find that information. Now, you'll notice this is very much in line with that checklist that I mentioned earlier. So print out the weekly checklist, but also have the syllabus as well. And you'll notice the daily schedule, it goes essentially week by week. So you can go ahead and pull this up and know what we're doing for the rest of the semester. And the checklists are going to pop up week by week. And I do want you taking this class week by week. Don't try to work ahead because I'm not going to open the modules up. Okay. All right. The next thing that you need to do is, of course, you need to look at our methods of evaluation. This is how I'm going to actually calculate your grade. These are the assignments. And if you click on methods of evaluation, you're going to notice this is an overview of our assignments. These are all the assignments that we're going to be doing this semester, and also their mathematical value of how I calculate your grade. Okay. And again, you'll notice on the syllabus's daily schedule, it tells you when you're completing those assignments, and you will be reminded of those in the weekly checklist. Okay. And back to our course page, you'll notice I also have a syllabus with the policies and the procedures. When you click on that, you're going to notice this is what you have right here. Now, this is very important this semester because I really want to mention attendance, because that's the confusion, I think, for most students this semester. Now, we normally would be a Tuesday, Thursday, 8 o'clock class, okay? Now, this depends in many ways on our class size. Now, right now, we have 12 students enrolled in our course. And when I say right now, it is currently Tuesday, August 18th at, 10:20. Now, as far as when we actually physically meet class on Thursday, August 20th, those numbers may go up, okay? Now, as far as being, socially distanced and also meeting the guidelines that Mississippi State has ensured for us, okay, if we have 12 students, we will meet in class on Thursday of this week. If you do come to class, you do have to wear a mask. Okay, I will also wear a mask, and when I'm at the front of the room, I will remove that mask and wear a shield. Okay, but if I ever get in close contact with you, I always put my mask on. As far as our options that you have for attendance this semester, on Thursday, okay, you have three options as far as attending class this semester for high flex, again, hybrid flexible. The first option is you can physically attend class this semester. I know some of you are students and you need to be on campus, okay, to understand a subject. So on Thursday, you can physically come to campus and I will overview a lot of our information in relating to our course. And if you need me to show you things in a more hands-on approach, I will do that, obviously within 6 feet. Okay, so you can come physically to our classroom. And again, our class is meeting at 8 o'clock on Thursday, August 20th. That's our first meeting. And it's going to be in room 114 in the Learning Resources Center, which is on the first floor. Now, if for some reason we end up having more than 12 students, we will have to separate, okay? What I will likely do is I'll put some of you on the actual lecture side of the room, and we are very lucky, 114 is a large classroom. I will put other students on the computer lab side of the room, and you'll be able to both groups, and we kind of jokingly say we're gonna call them, team blue and team gold if we have to separate. And essentially we will separate those two groups, okay? If we end up having a class that's over 12, okay, we will end up having to schedule the class that half of the class will meet on Tuesdays and then half of the class will meet on Thursdays. And I can kind of work with y'all schedules to see what would work best for you, but we do have to ensure that we have like an equal number. But if we only have 12 students, we will meet Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that's going to be the first option. And I'll kind of give you more information relating to that when we meet the first day of class, because I don't know how many students we're going to have at this point, because we're still having registration today and also tomorrow, and probably even some students entering into the class Thursday morning. Okay, so that's the first option. You can physically come to the class, okay? And second option is you can attend your class, our class, Composition 1, all online, okay? I basically would be teaching you in the same manner I teach my online Comp 1 classes. You don't ever have to physically step foot into the classroom, but you do need to, of course, keep up with the weekly schedule. You're going to complete assignments. You're going to, of course, turn those in, on their due dates, and that's your participation. That's the way we record attendance, through participation with our online classes. Now, you have a third option. Again, we're trying to be flexible with you. Third option is you can attend classes, okay? Again, if we're a large class, you'll either be assigned Tuesday or Thursday to attend. If we're a small class, we'll meet Tuesdays and Thursdays. And essentially, if you want to go the hybrid route, if you ever miss a day, I know many of you have busy lives, you have jobs, sometimes you have family that you have to care for. If you miss a class, that's fine. You can go online. And basically, you're using the same resources that my students who are taking the class online, you will use those resources so you don't stay behind. So I hope you really understand that we at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community Colleges, we are really wanting to be flexible with your schedule. So I don't want you to be afraid or leery of what we're doing this semester. I know it's new, and again, this is the new normal. We're all having to grow accustomed to, living everyday life. But please, if you're very leery about the schedule, come to class on Thursday, okay? But I understand physically some of you may not be able to because of immunity issues. I get that. My children are actually attending virtual academy, and my mother is overseeing their education because I wanted them to be at home at this time. So I completely get that. But if you do want to physically come to class, I would love to see you on Thursday at 8 o'clock. And again, we're in room 114. But just be understanding that if we have a big class, I'm going to put you on two sides of the room, okay? And again, you may be team gold, you may be team blue, and we'll talk about the schedule in more details. If you don't come to class on Thursday, just make sure that you keep up with all of the announcements that I offer, all the videos, everything that I go over in class, I'm also going to offer you online. As always, if you have any questions, please contact me. Again, email, phone, in whatever way you're comfortable. And I look forward to being your instructor. Okay, thank you. Bye.